Get ready to enter the Thrivetime Show.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, and we'll show you how to get here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now we here.
We started from the bottom, now we're on the top, teaching you the systems to get what we got. Clem Dixon's on the hooks, I break down the books. Z's bringing some wisdom and the good looks. As the father of five, that's why I'm a dive. So if you see my wife and kids, please tell them hi. It's the C&Z up on your radio, and now 3, 2, 1, here we go.
We started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, and we'll show you how to get.
One of the biggest things we picked up when we picked up the Thrive 15 team was an entire team. You want an SEO guy that knows things about search engine optimization? Got it. You got a website guy that's built big websites like Garth Brooks' website? Awesome, we have it. He's coming in. If I had to pay for that on my own, outside of Thrive 15, there's just no way. For us, one of our most immediate needs when I got connected with Clay was technology. We had a website, but I had a website in Tulsa. Our other partner had a website in Colorado. And they did everything from doing a drone video where they flew over all of our markets with a drone. They integrated that into our site. They built every single thing that I think of, they do. We do a podcast. If I was gonna produce my own podcast, that alone, just that alone, would be what I pay Thrive, just for that. But then if you add the fact that if I need a business card design, if I need a website build, if I need this, if I need that, I know what I would pay for that if I had to go a la carte. I feel guilty sometimes, like I don't probably write a big enough check for the value that I get. I think there's a lot of entrepreneurs that have ideas what they want to do with their business and how they want to grow and what market they want to be in and how they can increase production and do all this. But it's not about having 4,000 ideas. It's about having 12 and executing them 4,000 times. That's the trick, in my opinion, and that's where Thrive's value comes in. I feel like I have my own staff, my own 20-person team that when I need something, I just go to them and it happens.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's edition of the Thrivetime Show. And on today's show, we're talking about 21 marketing moves, 21 marketing tasks, marketing moves that you need to use or you can use to grow your business now. And what I'm going to do is I'm joined with a real client, a real person, the founder of bunkylife.com. I'm going to throw out the move to him. We're going to see if we can get through 21 marketing moves that you need to use within 21 minutes. So here we go. Without any further ado, marketing move number 1. You have to define your ideal and likely buyer. So I'm going to ask this, David, with bunkylife.com, who is your ideal and likely buyer?
So our ideal likely buyer is a married couple, ages 45 to 65. They have kids and or grandkids. They're small business owners or professionals, and they own a cottage.
So you know who it is. You know who you're going after. You're not wasting your time trying to sell cottage bunkies and backyard bunkies and bolt-on bedrooms and log cabins to the wrong ideal and likely buyers. You know who your ideal and likely buyers are. Here we go. Move number 2. You have to clearly define the needs and wants of your ideal and likely buyers. You have to know what it is they want. You can't be trying to sell them something that they don't want. You've done a great job at doing that at bunkylife.com. Tell us, what do your ideal and likely buyers want?
Well, depends on what level you want to take it to. On the surface level, they want extra space. If you take that a level deeper, why do they want the extra space? In our case, it's because they want to connect more deeply with their friends and family. So they need the extra space in order that they can have time and connection with their friends and family.
And for anybody out there, if you want to read along or follow along, you just go to thrivetimeshow.com/millionaire, thrivetimeshow.com/millionaire. And when you go there, you can download the newest book that I've written here, How to Become Sustainably Rich. It's a millionaire's guide, and you can download this. We're reading along on page 204. Okay, so here we go. Item number 3, you must clarify the unique value proposition that your business is going to offer. You have to figure out what it is. What is it that you're going to offer uniquely to the market that nobody else offers? What is the unique value proposition that you guys offer at bunkylife.com?
Well, what we're famous for are small log cabin bunkie kits that can be easily built in a weekend for extra space without needing a second mortgage.
There it is. Move number 4 here. And again, folks, if you own a business and you don't have these things figured out, don't beat yourself up. Just get to work. And that's why we have these in-person workshops every 2 months, so that you can come to this workshop, take time out from your normal daily grind, and really become proactive about growing your company. So we're on to move number 4. Specifically determine your no-brainer offer. You have to make an offer so good that your ideal and likely buyers simply cannot resist it. David, what's the no-brainer that you guys offer at bunkylife.com?
So if you want to get a Bunky kit, we can ship it to you and have it to your door within a week or so. You can build it with your friends and family this weekend, and you can do it all for under $20,000.
There it is. Okay.
Like much under 20,000. Yeah.
Now, move number 5, page 205. This is on page 205, and move number 5. You have to determine how you're going to generate leads. This is a big thing. A lot of people, they have a website, a print piece, a logo, a vision, a plan, a mission statement, an org chart, and they don't have any leads coming in. How do you guys at bunkylife.com get in front of your ideal and likely buyers?
So a combination of a couple different ways, but our three-legged marketing stool is we have online ads. So we do Facebook, Instagram, Google ads, and also retargeting. And then we also do quarterly giveaways or contests, things to just engage people. And then we have factory tours. So you can come see us physically in person at the Bunky Life factory, or you can do it over Zoom.
Now move on page number 205. We're moving on here to move number 6. You have to determine how you're going to convert your leads into paying customers. You can't just have leads. You got to eventually somebody has to buy something from you. What is your process? Because I hear good things about your process, that you guys are a low pressure process, but yet people can reach out to you guys. And it turns out people do buy products from you. What is your conversion process to take somebody from a lead that's curious into an actual buyer?
So for us, usually it starts with an email, some type of an inquiry on our website, or they call in, or there's some type of a inbound interaction. And we want to have a quick kind of either we do this over email, but mostly over the phone, and just a quick 10-minute chat. What are your needs? What are you trying to pull off? Are you the right fit for us? So that 10-minute chat usually turns into, okay, well, sounds like you might need to come to the factory. And then we have them come to the factory, and then we will take them through the factory, show them how they're made, and show them the actual product itself. And then we'll say, I think this is the best one for you. Do you want to buy it? If so, put down a deposit. That's kind of the flow there. And we can do that also over Zoom.
Now, the next move you have to do is you have to have at least 3 ways for the customer to pay you. Now, I'm not being legalistic. Maybe you have 14 ways. Maybe you have 2 ways, but you need to have ways where people that have cash, credit card, debit card, you want to be able to take the payment from the customer in the way they want to pay you. I think a lot of business owners, I see them, they say, no, we don't take credit card. No, we don't deal with cash. No, we don't deal with wire. What are some of the ways that people can pay you at bunkylife.com?
Wire, e-transfer, or Zelle in America, similar idea. They can pay with check. They can pay with cash. They can pay with any of the credit cards. They can pay with the world's best money, which is Bitcoin. They can pay with gold, silver. I'll take it all.
You'll take it all. You're willing to take it all. Now we move on here. You have to determine, this is move number 8, determine how your brand will be different from the competition. You got to figure out, how is your brand different from the competition?
So I think what we specialize in is there's people in front of our brand. So we emphasize family first. That's our core value. Do it right, do it once, and then surprise and delight our clients. So I think those values are kind of what bleeds through our everything we do as a brand. And I think, we're really the only Bunky company that has like a face and any type of a story behind it.
Now, move number 9, and we're going to go rapid fire for folks here for sake of time. Move number 9, you have to figure out how your brand can better solve the needs of your ideal and likely buyers versus the competition. Now, you have a lot of secret sauce that you do that allows you to have a competitive advantage versus your competitors. Move number 10, you have to write a repeatable inbound sales script. So when somebody calls you or emails you, you have to have a way that you respond that is repeatable. You have to have a duplicatable or repeatable outbound script. If you're marketing to other vendors, other salespeople, other licensors, you have to have an outbound sales script. Move number 12, you have to have a repeatable inbound or repeatable email response system. You don't want your people misquoting, miswriting, mistyping, misspelling things. You want to have pre-written emails so that way your team doesn't have to think every single time they're responding to a lead. You have to have a repeatable drip email campaign. What? Yeah, if people do fill out a form, it's a good idea that they hear from you at least once a month or once every couple months, so that way people don't forget that you exist. So you want to have some sort of autoresponder drip campaign. Move number 14. You have to have a sales one sheet, which is a way to clearly explain what you do versus that of your competition. Move number 15, you have to have a frequently asked question sheet. If you're going to get the same frequently asked questions all the time, we might as well have a frequently asked question sheet that your sales associates and team can use and that customers can easily find. And we go on and on. There's 21 of these. But what I would say, David, is that a lot of people, they run their business based off of feel, based off of guesswork. And there's not a system. There's not a documented process. And so our listeners can go to thrivetimeshow.com/millionaire, and they can download this book and look at all 21 of these moves. But what would be your if you were sitting down with a young entrepreneur and everything's in their head, nothing's written down, there are no systems, what would you say to them?
I would say start putting it down on paper, start getting the frequently asked questions up, and start just observing what your customers are asking you. Every time you get a question, write it down and then try to bucket it into different buckets, and then make sure you've got a great answer to each one of those questions. That would be where I'd start. And then you can grow it from there in terms of systems. Get it a system for solving that problem. But the first thing is like, what are the top 10 questions that every business owner gets 1,000 times? You're sick of answering them because you answer them so much. Make it a system.
Make it a system. Now, David, for our listeners out there that may be interested in actually buying a bunkylife.com product, I'm going to pull up your website here. Tell us in the final 60 seconds or so here, what makes Bunky Life unique, and why should everybody buy a bunkylife.com product?
I think what a Bunky Life kit enables the average person to do is if you're like a computer guy or someone that isn't necessarily a handy guy, we can help you become a handy person. Our kits are that easy to build. You get a beautiful finished result every single time, and you can do it with your friends and family and do it quickly. So I think, a beautiful result, something you can do yourself that is going to be able to be accomplished like in a relatively short amount of time. I think that's where we stand out and why people keep coming back to us year after year.
Do you have a new bathroom bunkie? Is this a new thing? Has this been around for a while, or is this a brand new thing, the bathroom bunkie?
We've had it for a number of years. It's like a great, outhouse kind of style little micro bunkie. And yes, we've had it for a number of years. Very popular item.
Wow. Again, folks, that's bunkylife.com, bunkylife.com. David Frazier, thank you for carving out time for us today. We really do appreciate you. And again, folks, if you want to learn more about Bunky Life and the products they offer, just go to bunkylife.com. That's bunkylife.com, where they offer bolt-on bedrooms. They offer these custom, easy to build, easy to assemble cabins. They offer basically a solution for somebody who wants to add extra space to their home in an affordable way. Again, that's bunkylife.com. David Frazier, thank you so much for your time, sir. And we'll harass you next week.
My pleasure.
Take care.
Okay, see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
Well, Thrive Nation, we here at the Thrivetime Show, what we do is we help business owners to grow their businesses. The purpose is to create time freedom and financial freedom. And we've had a long time client that we've worked with, and this is sort of like our exit interview because he's actually exited the business, and so he's at the other end of the rainbow, or he got to the top of the mountain, or he hit his big goal. And I'm honored to call him a friend and a longtime client. Tim Whaley, welcome on to the Thrivetime Show. How are you, sir?
I'm doing outstanding, Clay. Thank you for having me on.
Can you tell everybody, how did you first hear about what we do in terms of business coaching?
I first heard of you through your podcast, actually. So I started listening, was very intrigued. Actually, you had built and sold businesses in the industry that I was in. So it seemed like a natural fit to inquire about coaching.
Yeah.
And, once we connected and you did your, I'm not sure if it was an onboarding interview or it was more of you were going to determine whether or not we were a good fit. I think that was it. But once we did that, I was hooked and was really hoping that you would take me on as a client, which you did.
Now, before I met you, I mean, you'd been in business for a long time, and one would say you were probably the dominant resource or one of the top providers in your industry before we even met. Could you tell the listeners how implementing the Dream 100 system impacted your business growth?
Oh my gosh! So within just a few short years, it doubled our revenue, plain and simple. So Dream 100 was by far the secret sauce for our success, and really the reason why I was able to exit my business ahead of schedule. So just a brilliant program, makes total sense. As a company, it's one of the few marketing / advertising outlets that you have total control over. It's not like you're on, Facebook, which owns Facebook, or Google, which owns Google. But I mean, you own the system, you make it work, and great things happen.
Now, with the Dream 100, you have to identify the vendors that you want to refer you, or the prospects that you want to refer you. You have to identify the ideal and likely buyers that you want to refer you, and then you have to reach out to them consistently. And you guys have done a phenomenal job at doing that. What were a couple of the challenges of persistently reaching out to people to get them to refer you guys business?
Well, a couple things. One, you just really have to find the right fit. You have to find the right employee or employees. Because really, when you're going out there, you need somebody who's obviously great at building relationships. And that's a lot of different people. But what I found is you also just need a hunter killer. So it's not necessarily somebody who's very personable and great with people, but somebody with those qualities, but also just has like I said, a hunter killer, just has a drive to bring business in. And you find that person, and they just make it happen. And we were fortunate enough to find a couple great employees who were just very good at that.
And now that you have sold the business, you're going to stay on as an advisor to make sure that the brand is successful and that sort of thing. What does it feel like to be on the other side of the rainbow, or to be at the top of the mountain, or to be on the other side of selling a business that you started so many years ago?
Well, Clay, it's only been 6 weeks. So obviously some mixed feelings there. But if I had to put it in one word, I would have to say freedom.
Okay. Yeah.
So it feels pretty darn good. And my wife and I are very excited. And obviously we're still, we're still helping the new ownership transition and whatnot. Yeah. So there's stuff we're doing and stuff to be done. But overall, it's, when you've been hitting it hard for 33 years, and then all of a sudden you don't have to, it feels pretty darn good. Not going to lie.
Now, Robert Kiyosaki, the best-selling author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I recently interviewed him, and he had me on his show, and it's been kind of fun to connect with this guy who wrote the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series, and it's just fun to connect with him. And he's been talking borderline obsessively on his show recently about it's not what people say, it's what they do. You need to watch what people do, not what they say. And I think a big thing about having a business coach or a personal trainer, if you're into fitness, is if you're into fitness, you need to have a nutritional plan. You need to have a workout plan. And then you need someone to hold you accountable. And if you're a business owner, you need to have a business plan. You need to have weekly actions that you need to implement. And then you need to have some accountability. How has having a business consultant or a coach to guide you down the path, how has that impacted you?
Tremendously. So there's a running joke between my wife and I. I will often say I'm the most consistently inconsistent person you want to meet. So historically, I've been the guy who starts this, goes for a little while, and then, sees I'm like a squirrel, right? I see the next great thing, and I'll go after that for a while. And then, so I'm an artist, right? I'm a photographer first, and, business guy second, I guess. So you have helped corral my artist brain. And having, the weekly accountability calls and the action plan has definitely helped me stay focused on what needs to be focused on. So yeah, it's been life-changing, nothing short of life-changing.
Now, I want to pull up something real quick and get your thoughts on this because, you and I have worked together, I think for what was that, 3 years, or was it, how long did we work together there before you exited the business? Do you know?
We started in 2019.
So 2019. Okay. So we've worked together for quite a while there. And, so 2019, wow. So that's almost 5 years, 4.5 years or so. But if we do a search for carpet cleaning quotes, I've worked with one particular brand for 14 years, I think almost 15 now, and they have 271,000 Google reviews. So for 14 consecutive years, I've been talking to the same ownership about you have to gather objective Google reviews from your ideal and likely buyers. You have to get reviews. After you clean the carpet, you have to gather video reviews and Google reviews. And we talk about it every week. And it's just like it's like bamboo. I keep coming back every week. You can't kill it. I come back every week. talking about the reviews. And in a world now where people go online to look stuff up, this has been a powerful tool for oxyfresh.com. It's grown from a handful of locations now to 500 plus locations. How has gathering objective Google reviews and video reviews impacted your sales process?
Well, I feel it's a 1-2 punch, Clay. So Dream 100 and the reviews work hand in hand. So the majority of our business comes from the Dream 100, but that's one referral source. So our couples will be referred by venues, but they want to check us out. So then they're going to go online and look for our reviews. So not only do you have to have a ton of reviews, but you have to have a ton of 5-star reviews. And so the referrals plus the social proof on Google brings them in.
Final questions I have for you, then I'll be done harassing you here, is, you now have got all the systems, the scripts, the website, the ads that work, the Dream 100 system going. And so to give people some clarity, you now have a turnkey marketing system in place. I mean, you have a Dream 100 system that works. You now have an online advertising program that works. You now have a sales process that works. It's all documented. It's all systemized for the new owner. So what would you say for anybody out there that is maybe thinking about coming to one of our in-person workshops or scheduling a free 13-point assessment with myself or a member of our team? What would you say to somebody who's kind of on the fence about maybe coming to a workshop or scheduling a free 13-point assessment?
Get off the fence. Just get off the fence. Bottom line. You've helped make my company sellable, right? So those systems is exactly what made our company attractive to the buyer. They were looking for a company that was highly successful, that they could then take and scale.
Yep.
And our business qualified because of what we've done over the last 5 years. And so yeah, I would not hesitate. I've told anybody who's ever asked me about my coaching relationship with you and your organization, I said, I wouldn't hesitate. Never in a million years. You have literally changed my life as a result of what you've taught me.
You have got to come to Tulsa one of these days here. So I know you guys are going to enjoy your retirement or whatever it is you're doing. But at some point, if you ever get the bug and you ever start a new thing or you ever in the Tulsa area, I really want to see you guys. And you have my cell phone number. We can talk whenever. But I want to tell you, it's been an honor working with you. And it's been so exciting to help you hit your goals. And I know you've worked 30 plus years to go on this dream vacation lifestyle that you've built. What would you say to anybody out there that has a business and they feel, my final question for you, they feel overwhelmed by all the systems they have to build, and they're not at the top of the mountain. They haven't sold the business yet. It isn't systemized, and all they see is perpetual chaos. What would you say to that person?
Just take the next step, right? Every journey begins with the next step, and that next step should definitely be contacting you guys.
Tim,
if they just do that, the rest will take care of itself. You make sure of that. So,
Tim, it's an honor serving you again. I appreciate you very much, and don't be a stranger there, sir.
You got it. Thank you, Clay.
Take care, Chief. Bye.
Yep. Bye.
The Thrivetime Show 2-day interactive business workshops are the world's highest rated and most reviewed business workshops because we teach you what you need to know to grow.
You can learn the proven 13-point business systems that Dr. Zellner and I have used over and over to start and grow successful companies. I mean, we get into the specific steps on what you need to do to optimize your website. We're going to teach you how to fix your conversion rate. We're going to teach you how to do a social media marketing campaign that works. How do you raise capital? How do you get a small business loan? We teach you everything you need to know here during a 2-day, 15-hour workshop. It's all here for you. You work every day in your business, but for 2 days you can escape and work on your business and build these proven systems so now you can have a successful company that will produce both the time freedom and the financial freedom that you deserve. You're going to leave energized, motivated, but you're also going to leave empowered. The reason why I've built these workshops is because as an entrepreneur, I always wish that I had this. And because there wasn't anything like this, I would go to these motivational seminars, no money down, real estate, Ponzi scheme, get motivated seminars, and they would never teach me anything. It was like you went there and you paid for the big chocolate Easter bunny, but inside of it, it was a hollow nothingness. And I wanted the knowledge, and they're like, oh, but we'll teach you the knowledge after our next workshop. And the great thing is we have nothing to upsell. At every workshop, we teach you what you need to know. There's no one in the back of the room trying to sell you some next big get-rich-quick, walk-on-hot-coals product. It's literally, we teach you the brass tacks, the specific stuff that you need to know to learn how to start and grow a business. And I encourage you to not believe what I'm saying, and I want you to Google the Z66 auto auction. I want you to Google elephant in the room. Look at Robert Zellner and Associates. Look them up and say, are they successful because they're geniuses, or are they successful because they have a proven system? When you do that research, you will discover that the same systems that we use in our own business can be used in your business. Come to Tulsa, book a ticket, and I guarantee you it's going to be the best business workshop ever, and we'll even give you your money back if you don't love it. We've built this facility for you, and we're excited to see you.
And now you may be thinking, what does it actually cost to attend an in-person 2-day interactive Thrivetime Show business workshop? Well, good news. The tickets are $250 or whatever price that you can afford. What? Yes, they're $250 or whatever price you can afford. I grew up without money, and I know what it's like to live without money. So if you're out there today and you want to attend our in-person 2-day interactive business workshop, all you got to do is go to thrivetimeshow.com to request those tickets. And if you can't afford $250, we have scholarship pricing available to make it affordable for you.
The number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year. We are Jared and Jennifer Johnson. We own Platinum Pest and Lawn and are located in Owasso, Oklahoma. And we have been working with Thrive for business coaching for almost a year now.
Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to share some wins with you guys that we've had by working with Thrive. First of all, we're on the top page of Google now. Okay. I just want to let you know what type of accomplishment this is. Our competition, Orkin, Terminex, they're both $1.3 billion companies. They both have 2,000 to 3,000 pages of content attached to their website. So to basically go from virtually non-existent on Google to up on the top page is really saying something. But that's come by being diligent to the systems that Thrive has, by being consistent and diligent on doing podcasts and staying on top of those podcasts to really help with getting up on with their listing and ranking there with Google.
And also we've been trying to get Google reviews, asking our customers for reviews. And now we're the highest rated and most reviewed pest and lawn company in the Tulsa area. And that's really helped with our conversion rate. And the number of new customers that we've had is up 411% over last year.
Wait, say that again. How much are we up?
411%.
Okay, so 411% we're up with our new customers. Amazing.
Right. So not only do we have more customers calling in, we're able to close those deals at a much higher rate than we were before. Right now, our closing rate is about 85%, and that's largely due to, first of all, like our Google reviews that we've gotten people really see that our customers are happy, but also we have a script that we follow. And so when customers call in, they get all the information that they need. That script has been refined time and time again. It wasn't a one and done deal. It was a system that we followed with Thrive in the refining process, and that has obviously the 411% shows that system works.
Yeah. So here's a big one for you. So last week alone, our booking percentage was 91%. We actually booked more deals, more new customers last year than we did the first 5 months. Or I'm sorry, we booked more deals last week than we did the first 5 months of last year from before we worked with Thrive. So again, we booked more deals last week than the first 5 months of last year. And it's incredible. But the reason why we have that success is by implementing the systems that Thrive has taught us and helped us out with. So.
Some of those systems that we've implemented are group interviews. That way we've really been able to come up with a really great team. We've created and implemented checklists. That way everything gets done and it gets done right. It creates accountability. We're able to make sure that everything gets done properly, both out in the field and also in our office. And also doing the podcast, like Jared had mentioned, that has really, really contributed to our success. But like I said, the diligence and consistency in doing those in that system has really been a big blessing in our lives. And also, it's really shown that we've gotten the success from following those systems.
Yeah. So before working with Thrive, we were basically stuck. Really no new growth with our business. And we were in a rut, and we didn't know.
The last 3 years, our customer base had pretty much stayed the same. We weren't shrinking, but we weren't really growing either.
Yeah, and so we didn't really know where to go, what to do, how to get out of this rut that we're in. But Thrive helped us with that. They implemented those systems. They taught us those systems. They taught us the knowledge that we needed in order to succeed. Now it's been a grind. Absolutely, it's been a grind this last year. But we're getting those fruits from that hard work and the diligent effort that we're able to put into it. So again, we were in a rut. Thrive helped us get out of that rut. And if you're thinking about working with Thrive, quit thinking about it and just do it. Do the action, and you'll get the results. It will take hard work and discipline, but that's what it's going to take in order to really succeed. So we just want to give a big shout out to Thrive, a big thank you out there to Thrive. We wouldn't be where we're at now without their help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Moore. I'm a pediatric dentist. Through our new digital marketing plan, we have seen a marked increase in the number of new patients that we're seeing every month, year over year. 1 month, for example, we went from 110 new patients the previous year to over 180 new patients in the same month. And overall, our average is running about 40 to 42% increase month over month, year over year. The group of people required to implement our new digital marketing plan is immense, starting with a business coach, videographers, photographers, web designers. Back when I graduated dental school in 1985, nobody advertised. The only marketing that was ethically allowed in everybody's eyes was mouth-to-mouth marketing. By choosing to use the services, you're choosing to use a proven turnkey marketing and coaching system that will grow your practice and get you the results that you're looking for. I went to the University of Oklahoma College of Dentistry, graduated in 1983, and then I did my pediatric dental residency at Baylor College of Dentistry from 1983 to 1985.
Hello, my name is Charles Kolaw with Kolaw Fitness. Today I want to tell you a little bit about Clay Clark and how I know Clay Clark. Clay Clark has been my business coach since 2017. He's helped us grow from 2 locations to now 6 locations. We're planning to do 7 locations in 7 years and then franchise. And Clay has done a great job of helping us navigate anything that has to do with like running the business, building the systems, the checklists, the workflows, the audits, how to navigate lease agreements, how to buy property, how to work with brokers and builders. This guy is just amazing. He's this kind of guy has worked in every single industry. He's written books with like Lee Cockrell, head of Disney, with the 40,000 cast members. He's friends with like Mike Lindell. He does Reawaken America tours, where he does these tours all across the country, where 10,000 or more people show up to some of these tours. On the day-to-day, he does anywhere from about 160 companies. He's at the top. He has a team of business coaches, videographers, and graphic designers and web developers, and they run 160 companies every single week. So think of this guy with a team of business coaches running 160 companies. So in the weekly, he's running 160 companies. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's doing Reawaken America tours. Every 6 to 8 weeks, he's also doing business conferences where 200 people show up, and he teaches people a 13-step proven system that he's done and worked with billionaires, helping them grow their companies. So I've seen guys from startups go from startup to being multimillionaires, teaching people how to get time freedom and financial freedom through the system. Critical thinking, document creation, putting it into organizing everything in their head to building it into a franchisable, scalable business. Like one of his businesses has like 500 franchises. That's just one of the companies or brands that he works with. So amazing guy, Elon Musk kind of like smart guy. He kind of comes off sometimes as socially awkward, but he's so brilliant, and he's taught me so much. When I say that, like Clay is like, he doesn't care what people think when you're talking to him. He cares about where you're going in your life and where he can get you to go. And that's what I like most about him. He's like a good coach. A coach isn't just making you feel good all the time. A coach is actually helping you get to the best you. And Clay has been an amazing business coach. Through the course of that, we became friends. I was really most impressed with him is when I was shadowing him one time. We went into a business deal and listened to it. I got to shadow and listen to it. And when we walked out, I knew that he could make millions on the deal, and they were super excited about working with him. And he told me, he's like, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to turn it down, because he knew it was going to harm the common good of people in the long run. And the guy's integrity just really wowed me. It brought tears to my eyes to see that this guy, his highest desire was to do what's right. And anyways, just an amazing man. So anyways, impacted me a lot. He's helped navigate anytime I've got nervous or worried about how to run the company, or navigating competition and an economy that's like, I remember we got closed down for 3 months. He helped us navigate on how to stay open, how to get back open, how to just survive through all the COVID shutdowns, lockdowns.
I'm Rachel with Tip Top Canine, and we just want to give a huge thank you to Clay and Vanessa Clark.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan with Tip Top Canine. Just want to say a big thank you to Thrive 15. Thank you to Make Your Life Epic. We love you guys, we appreciate you, and really just appreciate how far you've taken us. This is our old house, right? This is where we used to live a few years ago. This is our old neighborhood. See? It's nice, right? So this is my old van and our old school marketing, and this is our old team. And by team, I mean it's me and another guy.
This is our new house with our new neighborhood. This is our new van with our new marketing, and this is our new team. We went from 4 to 14, and I took this beautiful photo. We worked with several different business coaches in the past, and they were all about helping Ryan sell better and just teaching sales, which is awesome, but Ryan is a really great salesman. So we didn't need that. We needed somebody to help us get everything that was in his head out into systems, into manuals and scripts, and actually build a team. So now that we have systems in place, we've gone from 1 to 10 locations in only a year.
In October 2016, we grossed 13 grand for the whole month. Right now it's 2018, the month of October. It's only the 22nd. We've already grossed a little over 50 grand for the whole month, and we still have time to go. We're just thankful for you, thankful for Thrive and your mentorship, and we're really thankful that you guys have helped us to grow a business that we run now instead of the business running us. Just thank you times 1,000.
Whoa! The Thrivetime Show 2-day interactive business workshops are the world's highest rated and most reviewed business workshops, because we teach you what you need to know to grow.
You can learn the proven 13-point business systems that Dr. Zellner and I have used over and over to start and grow successful companies. I mean, we get into the specific steps on what you need to do to optimize your website. We're going to teach you how to fix your conversion rate. We're going to teach you how to do a social media marketing campaign that works. How do you raise capital? How do you get a small business loan? We teach you everything you need to know here during a 2-day, 15-hour workshop. It's all here for you. You work every day in your business, but for 2 days you can escape and work on your business and build these proven systems, so now you can have a successful company that will produce both the time freedom and the financial freedom that you deserve. You're going to leave energized, motivated, but you're also going to leave empowered. The reason why I've built these workshops is because as an entrepreneur, I always wish that I had this. And because there wasn't anything like this, I would go to these motivational seminars, no money down, real estate, Ponzi scheme, get motivated seminars, and they would never teach me anything. It was like you went there and you paid for the big chocolate Easter bunny, but inside of it, it was a hollow nothingness. And I wanted the knowledge, and they're like, oh, but we'll teach you the knowledge after our next workshop. And the great thing is we have nothing to upsell. At every workshop, we teach you what you need to know. There's no one in the back of the room trying to sell you some next big get-rich-quick, walk-on-hot coals product. It's literally, we teach you the brass tacks, the specific stuff that you need to know to learn how to start and grow a business. And I encourage you to not believe what I'm saying, and I want you to Google the Z66 auto auction. I want you to Google elephant in the room. Look at Robert Zellner and Associates. Look them up and say, are they successful because they're geniuses, or are they successful because they have a proven system? When you do that research, you will discover that the same systems that we use in our own business can be used in your business. Come to Tulsa, book a ticket, and I guarantee you it's going to be the best business workshop ever, and we'll even give you your money back if you don't love it. We've built this facility for you, and we're excited to see you.
And now you may be thinking, what does it actually cost to attend an in-person 2-day interactive Thrivetime Show business workshop? Well, good news. The tickets are $250 or whatever price that you can afford. What? Yes, they're $250 or whatever price you can afford. I grew up without money, and I know what it's like to live without money. So if you're out there today and you want to attend our in-person 2-day interactive business workshop, all you got to do is go to thrivetimeshow.com to request those tickets. And if you can't afford $250, we have scholarship pricing available to make it affordable for you.